Hey guys, it's Teatime here and welcome to a brand new speed build. This is me attempting to do a modern build and it's half decent. Yeah, there's some problems with it, I think. Look, I kept trying to build modern builds because I used to be good at them, or more they were what I was better at, and then I discovered I was a lot better at more traditional builds, and all of a sudden I'm really bad at modern builds. But I think the case is more that I was probably always really bad at modern builds and I just didn't realize. It's hard. I mean, it's easy because it's like boxes, but then I don't know. I couldn't figure out the layout of anything. I kept building and they looked great on the outside, but I couldn't figure out the inside. And so I basically started making this build instead. And what I did was I started with the inside. And it's a really great idea if you're kind of not sure how to put rooms together, but you want to make rooms. Just make rooms first, and then you can put them together. I mean, I only stuck with that a little of the way. I'd really love to in the future do a build that was essentially, me making rooms and then figuring out how to put them together like a puzzle, and figuring out if that means that it's a modern outside or a traditional outside, or I don't know, suburban, Victorian, whatever. Yeah, I think that could be fun. A fun little challenge to do is just create rooms that look like they go together and then put them together and see what happens. Maybe I'll do that soon. But yeah, I was trying to build other builds and they looked, like I said, looked beautiful on the outside. Couldn't figure out the inside, so I did it this way. And I really like how a lot of it turned out. It took me quite a while, though, as usual, to try and figure out the shape of a lot of things. And it's always a thing I struggle with. I just fiddle a lot trying to get things right. And I don't know, mediocre doesn't seem to do it for me, even though, you know, builds still turn out mediocre. It's a lot of back and forth trying to figure out what I'm doing. And yeah, I mean, I'll admit, I'm so indecisive with these things, and you'll see that I change things quite a bit in this build as we go. The cleanest part of the build is probably these rooms, the dining, the kitchen, and that sort of sitting area, and from there, the building process goes downhill. I do try and make the master bedroom, I guess, separate again to the house. I try and make it as a room first, but in the end, I do have to end up fitting it to the house better, and it ends up quite different. There is a lot of chopping and cutting in this speed build. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to improve my build capabilities and my speed and my neatness, and it's just, yeah, there's been so much happening that I'm not getting the practice that I need to sort of grow in that area. So yeah, I apologize, and thank you for sticking with me. If you are sticking with me, I really appreciate any views, any feedback, any likes, anything at all. You guys are the absolute best, and yeah, in case no one's told you that today, you're wonderful, and I love you very much. You're all super awesome, supportive people. Yeah, so here I'm trying to sort out the hallway. I really actually like how the entrance turned out, and I kind of wish I'd left this part of the build like this. But in the end, I do stick the master bedroom at the end of that hallway, and a lot of it changes quite a bit. I did also realize that I have forgotten to put something like a study in this build, which is fine. Honestly, not every house needs a study, and you can place computers in a few extra areas if you like. It's just I didn't really see that. It didn't really occur to me, I guess. So maybe in my head, that wasn't really what the family was about. There may be more about entertaining and cooking and sort of hanging out and going outdoors. Yeah, it didn't strike me as super important, but you can see there's a space next to the kitchen coming off that hall there that I have made. And that was essentially for an office type area. It does end up being another sitting room with a TV, so sort of a family area. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that turns out. It's obvious that it's not a really important zone in the house, and I like that that's sort of what I ended up going for. It's a bit different. I feel like with a modern build, it's very easy to go all very tech driven and big open areas with big TVs and fancy things, and I think this is nice, a nice mix of a modern build but with a real sense of simplicity and family life, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, so sorry I've been a bit irregular with some of my videos, guys. There's been a lot of stuff I've been going through. Mostly is my mental health. Yes, it's going up and down, and I've had to actually up some of the medication I'm on, hopefully temporarily, to basically just survive, because I am going crazy. Yeah, depression sucks for anybody who goes through that. Yeah, I feel for you. I think a lot of people can relate, and yeah, I hope that you're getting the help you really need as well. I'm getting there, though. I am getting there. It's a very slow process, as these things are, and often they feel like they're getting a lot worse before they get better, and it's just a thing I have to push through and deal with, and it's just annoying, but it does make me a little irregular on my videos, and I hate that. I really hate that, because I never wanted to be irregular. I want to be super regular for you guys, and a little predictable, and I hate that I'm not. I really do, but it's just, yeah, I guess that's just where I am right now. And if you're still around and hanging out with me, thank you so much. I love you. Yeah, but I'm trying to work out the upstairs. I do change a bunch of this, but I thought I'd leave some of the process in. Sometimes it's nice seeing that other people struggle, so you can watch the pain of me struggling, I guess. Yes, here I am trying to do the bedroom. I wanted to separate a walk-in robe area to the bed, and so that's sort of what I go for in the end, but you can see that there is a bedroom there that I've started. I change it so many times, so basically I'm just showing you process, and I cut huge chunks out and show you what I end up with is quite different, and I cannot keep the fireplace in. I tried so many times and it just didn't feel right to me, so that actually does end up leaving the area, but this walk-in robe area does stay. I just move it over, or more, I move the bedroom area over. But I really love that little walk-in, and I do end up with mirrors down the side rather than up the back. It feels very nice and light and open, even though it's a very small space. I think I changed the bed as well. So typical of me. I go to one of my really classic beds, one of the ones from Seasons. Yeah. But I really love this flooring. Honestly, I don't think I use this flooring a lot. I just, I quite often go for a darker wood or more of a golden color. But this felt really good in that first room, and that's sort of what I was basing a lot of the build off, was the colors that I was coming up with in that first area, in that living space. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. I think it's really sweet. I think my favorite thing out of the house, though, is probably the kids' rooms. You'll see them. It's a couple of rooms for probably teen girls is what I'm thinking, and I really love how they turned out. But yes, here I am moving the bedroom area, moving that bed, and that door does go out onto some of the patio area with the pool. Yes, there is a pool. There has to be a pool because, like I said, this family probably likes being outdoors. There's a lot of entertaining space outdoors, and a very neat little garden, which took me a while to do, so I did actually cut that out as well. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get better. I really, really am. I want you guys to really enjoy what I create, and I want to really enjoy what I create, so yeah, that improvement's really for you guys, for me, for everyone, so that we can all enjoy a lot more of the process. But right now, like I said, thank you so much for sticking with me. You're the best. Yes, there's the Seasons bed. I'm so obvious, I know. I'm really sorry. I try to vary things up, but there are a few items that are just so useful, and I just can't help myself. That bed slides backward into things you stick there or into the wall just so much better than anything else. And I did stick that backing on the wall. I can't remember what it's from, but it's a big panel. It's probably from Get to Work or something. It's a big panel, and I do actually layer it with a second one that is sized down. And if you actually do it a third time, which I didn't leave in, it looks kind of Art Deco. So that's a fun little thing if you're doing an Art Deco build. Grab that panel, size it down once and slide it up, and then size it down again and slide it up again, and you end up with something that's this really nice layered Art Deco look. But that wasn't the house style, so I only did it once. You'll see in the screenshots, and it does suit the house quite well. But yes, I love doing these roofs, just the little half walls. I wish we could actually put the actual roof higher, like we could have a lot of different sized walls and things. But that's just not the way it is, and that's okay. Sims can only do so much at any time, and the team does a really good job. We're always disappointed with things, and we always want more things, of course, but it is probably a tough job trying to please all of us crazy people. We demand a lot for our Sims, those of us who've been around for a while. Yes, well done for the devs team for trying to please us where they can. But yeah, here's our little sitting room downstairs, little TV room, beautiful TV, nice big L couch. And I actually do put in, though I don't leave it in the video, I don't think, or maybe I do, I can't remember. I put a window there as if, to pass food through or to talk to whoever's in the kitchen. It just connects this area with that area, because I thought it was a bit strange. This is more of where maybe one of the teens might end up sitting, and it's very separated from the rest of the family space. So I did put that in so there'd be a lot of communication, particularly with the kitchen. I felt that could be a real central zone for the house. It's big and open, and you always walk through it, so it's it's got a particular purpose in my mind. But yes, I'm just creating a little sitting space for upstairs. My thought with this actually was that even though Sims can't do their homework at small tables, I remember when I was young, I'd kind of sit down on the floor, like sitting on a fluffy rug at a low table is a real fun way to kind of get some work done. And that's kind of what my head said that was for. Yes, I am working on my favorite rooms now. I love the girls' rooms. They are girls' rooms. They were intended to be girls' rooms, but if you want to stick a boy in, nobody cares. It's up to you. As usual, I make my build and you can change it or do whatever you like with it. I'm not fussed. I just want people to have fun with the game because it's a fun game and it's expressive and we can do whatever we like with it. That's the fun, isn't it? Play with life. But I really love, basically I got the pink from the bed because I liked the bed. I like that swatch. I think it's a nice, clean, somewhat realistic swatch actually. And I just sort of matched the pink in and went with that. So down the end, the other room does end up being blue, a pink room and a blue room. Yes, they are very girly in that sense, but they're not painfully girly, like as in like they don't have like sparkly things everywhere and butterflies hanging from the roof, and I don't know what do girls have. I'm a girl, I should know. But there are a few books on their shelves, a nice little study area for when they want to be alone. You can always place a computer in here if you do want one, if a kid you put in here sort of feels like that's what they need. There's a real soft gentleness to these rooms that I just absolutely love. And I do put some of these posters in from Cool Kitchen Stuff, which I quite often forget that they actually exist. There's a little stool there too, so maybe you can have a friend over, sit down and relax. And I do stick a lamp in for the study area as well that can be swiveled, perhaps to read a book in bed. That's sort of what was on my mind anyway. Man, I wish there were those little details in Sims, but I mean, there's only so far a computer game can go. It can't ever actually be real life, and we don't want it to be. It's great to have it simulate as much as it can, but honestly, I don't know how far it could ever go. I mean, it's good to dream, and that's where great games come from, but I don't know. Anyway, I love this rug with the blue. I don't know, the color scheme in these rooms is just it's magical. If I was a teen, I would be all over these rooms. Honestly, I really would, although there'd probably be a computer and a TV in my room because that is me. Gotta have my TV, gotta have my computer, gotta have Sims all set up, and and my books sitting somewhere and all ready to go. But I am trying to decorate the shelf. I figured maybe this girl is into cats. Maybe there's not a cat in the house, they wish there was. Maybe, I don't know, the mum or the dad has got allergies or something and it just won't happen. But, you know, she likes to dream. I like that little detail. So, you know, maybe when they move out, they'll get a cat and they'll realize how hard it is to look after an animal. All the funny little details of life. But yes, just finishing decorating her room and move on to bathrooms. I don't keep everything in the bathrooms. I don't keep everything in the laundry. I honestly don't show a lot here because I didn't want the build to go on forever, and a lot of it is the same. I really do love them though, and sadly I actually think I forgot to put pictures of the laundry in the screenshots. So if you want to see the laundry, you might have to actually download the house. Yeah, sorry. Like I said, my brain's been everywhere. It's really hard to concentrate when all of your energy is going into essentially controlling your emotional state. Your body is amazing. How amazing are our bodies that they do so much work for us without us even knowing. Like, they put all this energy into kind of keeping us together, and we don't even realize that it's happening half the time until we run out of energy and we realize just how much work our body was doing. My body's been doing a lot of work for me to keep me stable, and yes, when my toddler tests me severely, I break very quickly because it takes a lot of energy to deal with her, and then my body's like, no, I ain't got energy to do all this stuff now. You can suffer. And suffer I do, along with my husband suffering, because I'm suffering anyway. Long story short, I don't even know what I was saying. I left in the laundry. I only just realized that. I'm just talking over the top of this thing, and I'm like, oh, I actually left a lot of that in. Well, there you go, guys. Enjoy. Here's the bathroom upstairs. So there is an ensuite for the master. There is a bathroom for the kids upstairs. There is a guest bathroom behind the laundry and those other spaces. We are outside now. Like I said, I don't do the landscaping for you because I play with it too many times. I fiddle, guys. I'm a fiddler. If I had a violin, I would be playing like crazy. But as it is, I do cut out a lot, and I do love how it actually ends up. I was saying in a previous video that I have a lot of trouble doing very neat landscaping these days. Again, I used to do it all the time, and then it just doesn't work as well in Sims 4 as it did in 3 and 2, because I guess that's all they could really manage in 3 and 2, or all I could manage. And I learned a totally new way of landscaping in The Sims 4, and I think I learnt a lot of it off Simsy, actually. She wouldn't call herself the greatest landscaper, but she's actually quite helpful to listen to sometimes. In the things that she's learnt are good things for a lot of us to learn. Yeah, go check out her videos. If you don't watch Little Simsy, where are you? She's like a Sims queen. Yeah. I really do like this outside though. It's really sweet. There we go, change the colors. I do cut out a lot of color changes. I'm sorry if it's all choppy and changey, but anyway, here are some screenshots with the landscaping in. I really love the red flowers. They are from Island Living. But yeah, guys, do like and subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing. Go check out the house in the gallery, leave a comment, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!